off. What is man? Man. Could be anything. I mean, yeah. I'm gonna stop. Shut up right now. Let's take the story of a man named Stanley. How you guys doing? Welcome so much. Good to see you. Whew, man. Good to see you. God, I'm so out of breath from just singing, man. I was vibing so much. Throne link? It should be in the chat links below, isn't it? Did I not add it? I did it! Oh, I am a total bot. Hold on a second. I will fix that now. I think I set it up, but wasn't sure how it would work. So I waited. Or is it... Oh, frick me. Which one did I sign in as? Hold that thought. I will find out now. Did I use this link? Yeah, okay. Chat's been populated with some stuff. So, where's the link? How do I get... Where's my link to it? Is this it? Okay, I think this is it. Yeah, that's it. Chat, I had somebody populate it for me, and I don't know why someone put clam candy canes on it. Why? Why did someone put clam candy canes on it? Oh my god, okay, one of my asshole friends just submitted gummy dicks. Whoever you are, I will find you. Somebody submitted gummy dicks. What the hell is wrong with my friends? Oh, dear God. Have you played the Stanley Parable before? Yes, I have. I think it's about right. Please enter the current time? Okay, I don't know why that matters. Never did in the previous version. I'm gonna do it this way? Okay. 2:16 p.m. Close enough. Account accessibility settings can be accessed in the menu. Okay, got it. Always found that freaky. Oh, it does that. Alright, video. So if you haven't played the Stanley Parable before, I've heard about it. Basically, we're playing a story-driven game. We're a narrator and everything. Remember, never the end is never. The end is never. The end is never. Yeah, I'm actually up late because I fell asleep on the couch.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Ooh,
employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk.
So basically my day job.
What buttons to push, how long to push them.
How is the audio? Because audio, everything's all kind
this
of
is what
place
employee
because of
427 did
DJ
every
session
day,
Friday.
every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Exactly, our day job, man.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
Thank you
Something
so much
that would
for the
forever
1
change Stanley. Something he
so
would never quite forget.
And welcome for 3 months.
He had been at his desk for nearly an hour
you
when
can
he
tell it's late 'cause I
realized
can't
that
talk
not
or
one
words anymore.
single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions,
Oh, God.
call a meeting, or even say,
Bro, this is
"Hi."
like the
Never
offices
in
on
all
Friday
his
before
years at the
holiday.
company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Is that time right? Yeah, that's right, actually. That's kind of cool. What's this say? I hate Mondays.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision?
I already ended the game!
What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy.
That's what I do. I shut the
Stanley
door so no one can
waited.
bother me.
Hours passed.
Oh, the big office is going
then
to be here.
days.
Oh, dude, I feel
Had
sorry
years
for
gone
you.
by, he no longer had the ability to tell.
I got freaking,
But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any
Scott
doubt,
down here this
was
week.
that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon,
type commands?
very soon now, this will end.
Oh, I can't type
He
commands.
will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer.
Partition Corp.
Now it's
Providing
even closer.
partitions for over 56
Here
years.
it comes.
Oh, that scared me. Wait, what is that one? Achievements for what? Achievements for getting any of the other achievements as your first. Test and description and replace this. It plays just like the other version.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I'm trying to remember all the secrets in this game. I remember there was one for like turning the computer screens off. Oh no, it was that. Wait, don't I reload it after that? Wait, what does it say? Who farted? Oh, that's easy. It's Greg. Always Greg.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make...
I think I have to restart it for that achievement. I'm trying to remember.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So there should be another random computer screen. Surname access? Okay, well, I'm turning it off. You people don't know how much electricity costs. It's like 1 cent a minute, man. Yes! That's exactly what I'm supposed to do. Ha! I remember something! I got big brain energy in here. Alright, we restarted again. That's 2 clicks.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Somewhere. Oh, dude, somebody's been working hard in there. There's some solitaire in there.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay. Why is he gotta reach out to me continuously? Like, I got so... Like, Jesus Christ, he stopped by so many times, and I had something open. I was trying to... Wait, which door did he say to go to? I didn't listen. Was it door on the right?
This was not the correct way
Oh.
to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yeah, he's always gonna come bother me.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
So where's the other computer terminal? He can unlike me quick.
Yet there was not a single person
Remember, guys,
here
temps are not
either.
getting fired. Talk
Feeling
less.
a wave of disbelief,
do unbelievably
Stanley
amazing work all the
decided to
time
go
with no
up to his
exceptions of
boss's
promotion or
office,
recognition.
hoping
Don't
he
get
might
fired.
find an answer there.
How to solve a dispute with a coworker. Let it all ball up inside you. Take it out passive aggressively on all your coworkers. Resent coworkers for not representing you. Using slides to assure employees that everything is okay. Make sure your slide has a slick blue graphic in the header and throw some bevel. Okay, everyone is unique. You most of all, chat. Next. Oh, there's the projector. I was wondering where was that. Number of slides on this slide. Charts and slides and slides. Rate at which charts on the same slide depict the same information. That? Okay. Rate of increase in graphs per slide. Jesus Christ. Oh God. Please no more charts, I'm begging. Stop. The Boss Appreciation Minute. On your Boss Appreciation Minute worksheet, circle the top 20 things you love most about your boss. Fill it out on triplicate. Return to your Boss Appreciation Specialist. God, this game is already starting to break my brain.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Where's the computer terminals? To be rich, is it a crime? To make rhymes, isn't it rich? What a life would be to have to pick just one. Oh, we found the next one. Okay, restart it again. I don't remember what it does. I think it
All of
breaks
his
the game as a
co-workers
joke.
were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Haha! One left!
Wait, Stanley thought to himself. Am I sure that the orders stopped coming in? How is that possible? They never stopped. Surely I was mistaken.
What the heck? Did I already... I don't remember anything anymore. I know I didn't make that sound before. Wait, do I go back here? Yes!
No, the orders were still missing.
Oh, I did it! I can't remember what I did, but I did something. Welcome to Stanley Heaven. Look at all the buttons I can press! Who needs fidget spinners? Is there something if I press them all? I'm confused. I can't jump! You got your first achievement! Yoo-hoo! Give me an award for that one. I think I just begin it again. There used to be one for like... Does that take me back there again? I think it does. Yeah, it does. Okay, never mind. What? What?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What just happened?
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Is that because I just reset the game like that? What happens if I do it again?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the...
That's I'm confused.
meeting room.
I remember
Perhaps
it
he
used to
had
be
simply...
one for like going out the window.
Stanley knew the off...
Wait. Who's oh.
Hello. This is a recorded message scheduled either by you or a person in your place of work. The purpose of this message is to warn you about the dangers of recorded messages.
What?
If at any time you believe you are listening to a recorded message, please terminate it immediately and cease all flow of information from the recorded message into your perceptual sphere. Thank you, and have a pleasant day.
What?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned
The end
well
is never,
by
the end is
himself
never, the
and
end is
constantly needed support and guidance from others. So the thought of total solitude
I
was
think I'm onto
terrifying.
something. I think if I keep doing this, it breaks the game. Like, you can see through the windows and stuff.
Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did it look like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was it a painting?
Maybe?
Good morning. Thank you for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation. We are confirming your shipment of 1,327 cardboard boxes to your place of work. Can you verify that this is correct?
Yes, it is correct. Yes. I accept the charges.
Understood. Your order will be canceled immediately.
No!
Thank you again for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation.
No! I want my boxes! Aw. No! Give me my boxes, damn it!
All of his co-workers
Oh! Wait, what?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley
Hey,
decided
hey,
to go to the
Deadly?
meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Welcome to the whiteboard ending. Dog mode? I love this! Does the announcer talk that way too?
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
So, what happens if I do it again? Does it do anything else? No!
I
I
can't
lost
wait
dogs!
to tell this story to my co-workers, Stanley.
No! Give me the doggos! Give me my dog! Oh, rip. My boxes! Give me my boxes, lady!
Hello. This is a recorded message scheduled either by
Oh,
you
oh, never mind.
or
All right, let's
person in your
continue on.
place of work. The purpose of this message is to warn you about the dangers of recorded messages.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alright, so let's do a complete playthrough of it.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Quite lovely in here.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow. Just an coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Why would you do that to the panda? Business strategy. Let me actually do that story before I start dicking around.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. and so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
What have we got in here? So once we get a full
Descending
playthrough
deeper into the
we'll
building,
try to see what other
Stanley
Easter eggs we can
realized
find
he
now.
felt a bit peculiar.
I heard they added a whole bunch of new
It was
stuff.
a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Set all the settings in the menu to all available numbers.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
It looks
What
almost like
horrible secret did this place hold?
Is this the
Stanley
Reddit
thought to
source?
himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Yeah, we got the strength. We're not scared. I ain't scared no ghosts. Ghostbusters! Alright, here we go.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to
I can't
images
read that.
on
What does it
screen.
say?
And Stanley,
All
one of them,
the
eternally monitored
something.
in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's
look at that
control
asshole.
all
He was
this
fired.
time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his
dick.
boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's
pirate?
control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it?
He was,
Was it
okay, I
even
figured out this.
possible?
He's sitting in the
Had he
background,
truly
watching,
spent his entire
pirate
life
movies in the back. That's
utterly
exactly what he's doing.
blind to the world?
Light can be brighter?
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating,
hydrate? Got
working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in,
Drinking some Mountain
Stanley
Dew,
decided that
berry
this
flavor?
machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
Oh my
For
God,
he
chill!
would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Oh my God! Calm down with it! I just chugged the whole can now, thanks.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it
You're
over?
gonna make me wind up having to take a whiz in a moment, you know? Oh my God! Okay,
He
I'm gonna
had
give
won.
you an IOU.
He had
Let me complete this
defeated
real
the
fast so we can
machine,
get some more.
unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let
sleep,
go.
I have school and work. Yeah, dude, have a
No
good night,
longer
man.
would anyone tell him
Thanks
where
for
to
stopping
go,
by as always,
what
man.
to
Have a
do,
fantastic
or
evening.
how to feel.
Come on.
Whatever
Come back,
life
come
he
back, pick me
lives,
up.
it will be his. And that was
Can't
all
jump,
he
that's
needed
right.
to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense
absolutely.
possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen.
Beautiful.
And Stanley was happy.
And we're happy for you, Stanley. Ah, absolutely amazing. Yeah, I should be able to. It depends on what time we get off work and how tired I am. But yeah, I try to do it as much as possible. Okay.
Just a step through this door, Stanley thought to himself, that's all I need. If I can make it through this door, I can make it through them all.
Now I'm just gonna break what he says.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow. Yes. This
Number
room.
one, Dad.
What a beautiful room.
Number one, Mom.
What a gorgeous, gorgeous room.
See?
Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour
Fuel,
on his
that's
way
true.
to the meeting room. Life, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Yeah, it wasn't me because I wasn't fired years ago. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift? Bet.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death.
Yes!
Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Oh god, no. I can't handle that, man. My brain can only take so much ablaze.
I can't wait to tell this story to my co-workers, Stanley thought. How amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we all just laugh and laugh at the time I thought everyone had gone missing. When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art.
go.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been a... What? Really?
Oh.
I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Danger. Danger everywhere, everybody.
Now listen carefully, this is important.
All right.
Stanley walked through the red door.
No, I like blue. Blue hair, blue everything. Let's go.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door. All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want
Yes.
to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map.
All right, have a
because
good night,
you were never
man.
supposed to be
Good
here
luck
in
with
the
anything. If
first
you need anything,
place.
bud, you know how to reach
Broken
me.
rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
Yes, it was.
Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
I was looking to the left door.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I know the game needed a third door? Well,
oh wait,
it's
I'm over here now.
Mostly a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul. You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Oh, it's like, is that rain? Hey Google, show me the driveway camera. I think it's freaking raining outside. Did you know that 21% skip the intro sequence? Only the worst 3 players choose the blue door. Wow. Where do I go?
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting.
Let's do it!
You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up. In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger.
Hi, baby!
You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours.
Hi there!
So why don't
Lily,
you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective?
Welcome to the Cat
Be
Club.
sure to keep notes on your experience.
You know that, baby. Oh god, it's making so much noise! Stop! Oh god. How are you doing this evening? Watch this, 360, no click! Woo! Other way. Oh god, I know what's worse, the buzzer sound or the baby sound? Oh my god, hey, listen, I'm so sorry for that. I mean, I hate to hear that happen, but I hope everything gets better for you and everything continues to be alright, you know? You know, losing someone is, you know, hard. But hopefully I can at least, you know, try to bring a smile to your face and, you know, at least help you have a great evening. You know? With all things considered. Oh my god! Okay, I want this to end. This is suffering.
bastard.
I
Did
know,
you do
right?
it because you hate babies or purely to spite me?
Because it
if it's
doesn't
the latter,
shut
well, I don't know
up!
what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm out. I'm done.
Sweet!
It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable.
Thank you.
Hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain.
Bet. Let's go.
see.
What do we got?
What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
What are we playing? What are we playing? What are we playing? Wait!
Aha! Fascinating.
Wait,
What do
there's
you
this,
think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is
Oh
our
my god!
motivation?
I know this game! I played this. What is it? So one when you're like the fire ranger and you're looking
But
out
it
over
seems
the thing?
obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man, spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose.
I can't remember the name of it. Firewatch.
Yes,
That's
that
it.
must be it. What a fascinating venture into
my
the
God.
experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley.
It looks
And
great.
it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
Let's go, my man. Oops, other way. Alright guys, time to play Firewatch! Welcome to Firewatch, guys! Whole new game, whole new stream. I know, it's such a great game. I love the art style more than anything else in Firewatch. I wonder if this is something new to the Deluxe Edition.
No, it can't be. It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off.
No!
Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You nearly wandered off into that thing. That
I
big,
wanted to
open,
go out
just
there.
wandering around. No right or wrong directions.
there's a hole in the
no
wall.
path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's
No!
find another game.
Don't take me back!
Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
Don't do this to me!
Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
Mommy, save me! Oh. Rocket League?
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There
Where's the
isn't
ball?
any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stan,
is.
If you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
Let me go into goal. Where's the ball? Where's the ball?
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball?
Yes!
Stanley, I think
Yes!
it's sports ball.
I
Oh,
am-
what fun.
I
We
am
shall
having
run
so
the
much
bases
fun
and do
already.
a touchdown
Guys,
together.
Give me the ball! Give me
Yeah,
the ball!
I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Uh.
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun? Is it better than my miserable
where's the
little story
explosion?
that I worked so hard on? Oh, no.
Ah!
What are you doing?
Oops. What?
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back. You still have...
Hello? I can't see anything! Oh. This is the original Stanley Parable. This is like when it was a Half-Life 2 mod. Oh my god, this brings back memories. Wait, what? Don't say that. You're creeping me out already. No. This isn't horror, is it? What the hell did I just walk into? Oh god, I don't like this. Chat's chasing me.
I wonder what he found.
Yeah.
If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice.
I am.
And if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes.
You just
Yes, I'll
announced
be
it to the
back.
world,
There's
my
no
friend.
other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon.
Oh.
I can wait.
Oh. Okay. Can I move around then? Oh. Is this starting over again? No, it's over again. No.
How long was I sitting there? Stanley wondered to himself. Minutes? Days?
What's that
Centuries?
noise out there?
Did something crucial happen while my senses were turned? He made a note to be more careful with time from now on.
Well, I hear like fire burning out there, but I can't get out there. I remember you could do it in the original, but I just don't remember how. New content!
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
Let's find out, buddy. I'm the narrator now. I'm the narrator now. I'm the narrator.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Thank you.
As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe,
Give us
a
money.
reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable,
More game?
delighting audiences
This is
the world
nuts.
over.
Billy, have you played this yet?
Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Yeah!
Oh, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
So am I. Let's go.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure. Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or...
Don't you know?
Oh, there we go. All
Okay.
right, finally, at long last, it's
But the
on to
narrator
the
doesn't
new
even know his
content.
own game.
I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
Oh, okay, so you haven't played the new deluxe edition then.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if, oh, okay.
Oh, maybe.
Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Let's go!
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
I can jump? Oh. I don't get any more jumps? Oh. Rip.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
Has to be.
Goodness. Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, Initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could
in
just
some
read you
games
the
it
whole
does. I mean,
dictionary.
Madden
There's 20
released the same
hours of
game
new
every
content
year.
right there. Hell, I could counter 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And if... Oh, wait. There's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready
The
for
clock
whatever
actually
it
does
is.
keep the right time, which is kind of cool. Thank you for enjoying the new content.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to
fourth
make
wall
an
breaks
easy
are
dollar.
great.
And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore."
Oh, it
What
does!
quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
Oh, well, why'd you start it on me? I was just gonna say. Huh? Hello?
Psst! Stanley! Come over here! In the vent! I want to show you something!
Alright, we're gonna trust him. I probably shouldn't have trusted him.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well,
Yeah.
it got me thinking about the past, and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret.
What?
Take a look.
Oh my gosh!
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the
cool.
launch of the Stanley Parable on PC. You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013
nuts.
when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
All the awards it got? The the British Television Awards? Remember, chat, do you remember our first kiss? My first car? And the release of the Stanley Parable in 2013? Can't open that. Good times. Smile because it happened, guys. Wait, the Stanley Parable demonstration. Oh, that was a demo. Go outside. Don't play for 5 years. I remember that achievement. It is impossible to get this achievement. Stanley Parable Game Innovation. Oh, that's right. They did win those awards. It's gorgeous here.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote,
Oh.
"Where
Tell us.
so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created.
This is nuts.
Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim. It was Persona 3. It was all of them. And now, it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Oh my god. Well, what do we got around here? Person of the year. The end is never. The end is never.
Here's another moving
Oh my
passage,
god, he's gonna
this
read off
time
all
from
his reviews!
GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding
I think the
choices
developers
I've
enjoyed this
ever
way too
been
much.
confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
God. This game's becoming like a circle jerk of everything. Repeatable carbon textures. Get ready for your game project. 6 royalty-free designs. Wait, what do they come in? Coming in gray, red, missing coworker scenario, meeting, boring, and grass in the trial version only. Source development kit. The serious room? How do we get in here? Alright, how do we get in the serious room? Give me. I wanna go to the serious room!
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here? Oh no.
Looks like Half-Life.
Oh, God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Oh my god.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Funny! I'm not trying to be funny.
Olivia?
I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophy.
Hold on. Is that legit an actual person? We gotta find out. We must find out, chat. Let's see. Stanley Parable. Original. Okay. Reviews. Negative. Is there anyone in here? I'm trying to see. Is there an actual person with that name? I'm actually curious if somebody actually did take the was actually like all legit real reviews. I can't get the friends list to load. Dang it! What is it? Buglivia, right? Okay, well, chats. Well, friends is
Philosophical
broken, apparently.
insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them. Okay, let's see what this one says.
Dude.
While the idea for the game is...
Dude, no! That person was just there. I just saw that review. Right there! Well, the idea for the game is good. It becomes very repetitive and boring fast. It is legit real reviews.
No. For someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I?
No!
You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did, but maybe it wasn't. Oh dear, what an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks are my otherwise
no one's ever
unimpeachable
told me
track
that.
record.
But you're absolutely
I
sweet.
feel
Thank you so much.
like a failure.
Absolutely adorable.
Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered. What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Alright, let's go get it.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people.
I thought this whole point was
and
to
if
listen
the
to
people
you.
want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue, and it goes something like this. The story, and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, until the
This
end
guy
of
is
time,
great.
at which time, everything all at once, so, now you see, blah, 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet, no, until 245. That the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible
I
to
also don't want to
manufacture.
interrupt him.
It went on for nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be. It's the only thing there is. How many billions left until so much more than forever ago? Which is why I say... the story, and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, until the end of time, at which time, everything all at once, so, now you see, blah, 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 blah. Oh,
You're absolutely
back,
sweet.
you
Thank
see.
you so much
You
for the
were
hearts and
only
everything.
frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy... Well there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. Oh, I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this, and whether they'll edit the rating of their Steam review, or at least change some of the wording, perhaps.
This is
To be honest,
amazing.
I don't even know if one can change their review in the first place. I guess I should become better educated on exactly how Steam works. Perhaps that would have been the smart thing to check on before I went about this whole exercise of making the skip button. Although I have to imagine that after seeing this exciting new technology at work, surely whoever it is runs Steam will instantly run out and implement a new feature to make it possible to edit one's
Yeah,
review,
Gaben.
merely because of this very situation. Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? It's not unenjoyable.
Oh, the clock is jumping ahead.
Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer, and my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone. I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked
What?
every one of those walls 1,000 times. And there's no door, Stanley. There's no door. There's just you and the button. And if you keep pressing it, I have no idea what will happen. Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have
He's
someone
dying.
to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been... Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time. I stopped keeping track after a year.
Wait, a
Have you
year?
ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me describe it for you. To begin with...
Nope. Yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm like pressing the button. Smoke alarm?
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition.
Oh, he's upset.
But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed.
See what happens.
The end is never the end, 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 is
I press the skip button. I'm getting creeped out. No, push that button. Oh. Maybe I can get a way out this way. It's the sun! I can't jump. Can't jump! Yeah, it's super creepy in the dark room. I'm freaking out. That's pretty. Oh. Hello? Did Russia... what did Russia do now? Okay, I'm just gonna go here and push this button. Go. Hello? Pushing it! Don't like it. It's dark and creepy. Whoa! Hello? Wait, do I press it again? Oh no, the button's broken now. Whoa, so where'd we go? Oh my god, it did kind of sound like that. Hello? Hello? Am I even moving? Oh. Oh, it starts over.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
It used to be where like calibrate the game. I can't remember how to do it. New content.
Oh, good. You notice my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Let's go! Let's go on an adventure, chat! Oh. The end is never. 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 Loading. The end is loading. Beep.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly
Need smooth
disappointing
jazz play
this
right about now.
ultra-deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy.
I
so
agree.
forget this ultra-deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one
Whoa.
step even further.
Whoa.
Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
Oh my gosh! The end is never again.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new
Oh my God,
experience,
this is
built
cool!
from the ground
Look
up.
how shiny
Why,
everything
there are
is.
so many possibilities. It could go in so
Investor
many
showcase.
different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Taste the sequel.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much
Oh,
catchier
it's
than
off
Ultra
painting.
Deluxe, don't you think?
I love how it's just
Ultra Deluxe.
screenshot
what does
from
it
Windows.
even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an
The
artistic
default
statement
Windows 10
right
background
there. It's
and off painting
future-oriented.
again.
It screams progress and innovation and long-term
right? Looks very
franchising
good.
potential.
They're back. The two doors in the Stanley Parable 2. Clicky, clicky, clicky. More TSP, better TSP. It's a win-win with sequential mindsets. You might have lived there? How is that? Ooh, ooh, hello.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been
Two
developing
ears,
for it.
two eyes, two
I
nostrils, two
figure
arms, two
that
legs.
if I can
Why
loosely
not?
organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
This way to the show floor. New features. New content. Do I sit in the seats? Let me in my seat. I want to. Oh, that's just a red carpet. Got it. Okay. Show me what I get and invest my money in.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Okay. We got office decorations, a Stanley Parable reassurance bucket, the button that says the name of the player that is playing to get. Wait, what? Kind of freaked out. Oh, QR code, QR code. Also, let me get my phone real fast. It's on charge, so let me power it up real quick. Hang on a second. Turn on the Motorola Razr. Let that boot for a second. Zero 344. New features, new content, new ideas. The new updated Ray Trace, more of the same, but in a good sequel. Red is the new orange. A whole new office. Alright. Hold on a second. Yeah, it does look comfy, right? Okay, here we go. Unlocking my phone. Hello? But please wait. Your Motorola Razr is starting after you entered your PIN. Okay, there we go. Camera. And we just... Why'd it go into selfie mode? What the heck is wrong with you? Alright. A sequel, huh? Watch our helpful and informative video to learn how the Stanley Parable and what the journey is becoming. That's new. If you're more of a... Thanks for stopping by and join the rest of the exhibit. Oh, that's actually cool. So it's just basically the website. Okay. Let's go see. Let's go press the name of that says the name of the person that's playing the game. hear your name in the game.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself,
I don't know.
what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people.
Yeah.
So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
Ready, chat? Here we go. Let's hear my name.
Jim.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature.
Hi, I'm
Just play
Jim.
along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim.
I am now Jim, chat.
I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim,
Yep.
falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim,
Yep.
seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and
Got
as
it.
Jim watching your dreams crumble into dust. Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now?
Yes.
If so, then please step forward and press the button.
I'm now Jim.
Jim.
Yes, you see.
I know,
What
it
a
said my
thrill, What a
name.
rush! That was you.
I know.
The button described
Oh,
you.
I'm the
Do it
best
again, do it
Jim
again.
ever.
Jim.
It hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
Jim.
Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much
But I'm Jim.
I'm putting the Jim button away. Otherwise, soon you'll start to lose all sense of who you actually are.
Jim.
Aw. I guess I'm not Jim anymore, guys. See what else is around here. The game wanted me to be Jim so I could say my name, so. Oh, I have no idea, but I know it took away my favorite button.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
I want to make sure I can bookmark this website because I definitely want to get some bullshit. Hold on a second. There we go. There we go. Got that bookmarked. All right, good. Where do we go? The reassurance bucket. Collectibles. Free. Do an easy achievement. It can't be that simple. Really? I want to see what's in here. Can you find them all? Can you find them all? Collect them all. They're like Pokemon.
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to
Private
stifle the
achievement?
intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Yes! We got 0 of 6. Collect them all. Oh.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
Alright, guys. Keep an eye out for the rest of the gyms. I thought those were toilets for a second. Let's exit. We're not ready to exit yet. I need my collectibles. Free achievement. That's right. Get yours now. Just pull the lever. Receive your achievement. No more steps.
Now here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yeah, okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
Pull? Wait a second. That's the petroleum case from Back to the Future. Stanleys. Little mini Stanley dudes. Hello. Here. I want to see if there was actually enough. Actually 6 of those things. Alright. So apparently they're outside.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet? You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's a... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle. Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece, then.
Know that my hopes have dashed them. Infinite hole? Wait, where's infinite hole? Is it this way? Or is it there?
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game.
Okay.
This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right.
Really?
Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
Yeet!
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue on.
Oh no, there's something's fishy. We're going to the bottom. I don't care if it's infinite. We're going to the bottom.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things. Okay, Stanley, I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole.
So you lied to me.
Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a...
Oh.
Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out,
Every
Stanley.
pause button is a Roman
I'm a liar and
numeral,
a
too.
cheat, and you're so
wrong.
clever. Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem.
Hey!
Look, things got a little heated
butt.
there. I think we both said some
Yeah, like
things we
cigarette
didn't
butts,
mean.
man.
Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite? If that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready. Great. Now, I'm very excited. Oh, for heaven. You see, I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much.
It does kind of sound like that, like a siren.
Normal
like a
person
tornado,
would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole
siren.
right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of...
Wait.
Oh.
It's shorter.
Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time? I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above. Had enough? I'm positively
Go find
thrilled.
out.
I really do. Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where... Wow. Okay. Yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability and marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top,
Let's do it.
and we'll see if it gets any shorter.
Yeah, let's find out.
Well, there it is. The shame of my lie has come to haunt me. Not only is the hole not infinite, but it's barely even a hole at this. How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this
Everybody likes
scratching the
holes.
itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on. Is the, teleport button not working?
Nope.
You sure?
Yeah?
Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago. Try it again.
Yeah, I'm pressing my
Still
dude.
nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley. You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole, I get to do literally anything else. Take care, Stanley.
Well, bye.
I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity together.
Yes, this is my hole. It is the best hole ever made. Me and this hole will spend all eternity together. We'll be best friends with our new mug. What? What was that? What was? I just got goosebumps from that. Yeah, we're two pieces. What? You in the hole or ascending? Bye, game. Bye. What a beautiful time. And change your perspective. Oh my god, I can see myself. Oh. Do I blink or do I just stand there? Jim from The Office. What is that?
My head's stronger. Now you're no longer using up the space of mine.
What?
My head's stronger. Now you're no longer using up
Oh,
the
puppies!
space of
Oh.
mine.
Oh, they
My
don't
head's stronger. Now you're no longer using up the space of mine.
I love animals.
My head's stronger. Now you're no longer using up the space of mine. My head's stronger. Now you're no longer
I can change myself.
using up the space of mine.
Oh, that's creepy.
My head's stronger. Now you're no longer using up the space of mine.
This is like the angry video game nerd.
Stanley? Stanley? Stanley!
Ah!
Oh, good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland. But we can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole?
Sure!
From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole, and I'm looking forward to all of them. Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back.
Cool. Can I change my perspective again? It's happening again. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, I'm back again?
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Let's go take a look at the reassurance. I have no idea anymore. This game is so weird.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a
Paradoxical?
chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I am happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and
I know, this
ease
game
will
is
fill
amazing,
your
ain't
mind
it?
and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect
Doggy, there's
solution.
nothing!
Come on, give it a try.
My dog is like freaking out. There's a little bit of a thunderstorm coming overhead. He's got this.
Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair,
Doggy, there's
must
nothing
already
there.
be sweeping
Stop
through your
barking.
body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a
Yes.
person.
Am I attractive,
The
Chad?
benefits of the bucket
Am I a
seem to
head?
go on
I'm
and
a more
on,
sexy
don't
cat
they?
now with this.
All this and more.
Look at me in my
await you
bucket.
in the Stanley Parable 2.
Wait, that size
Does
has
anyone
changed.
give out awards for most enjoyable
Thank you.
bucket
Thank
in a
you,
video
gorgeous.
game?
I like that
That
chat
really
now.
should
the
be an
side.
award if
The
it
button
isn't
that says
already.
Jim. Mostly infinite hole. All this stuff changed. Wait, there's some other stuff I missed. Oh god, that's some loud thunder. If it does get a little bit louder, I may have to head out.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with? You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along.
Woo!
Get Well
What?
Someday it is.
Then why'd you even ask, jerk? All the signs just changed.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
That's new. How do I get there? There's a stairwell with something else. Let's find this. I should have gone to the bucket last. Epilogue.
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes.
What?
Yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
There's screenshots? I'm gonna press the screenshot button. Aha! I'm so confused now. How does the settings world champion work? Open up the settings. No. No idea. That's what we're gonna do. I think we hit everything.
All right, have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to move on now? So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new
I'll
features?
take a screenshot.
Yes, I know
What
it's
are you
not
gonna do?
exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work.
This is all brand new
There's
stuff.
definitely a good game
This
in
is
there
the new
somewhere.
deluxe
Say,
edition.
let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience.
Let's do it!
Okay. Are you ready?
Yes.
Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Oh.
I mean, there's potential here, right? It's
Yeah.
sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2. Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a
should have
coherent
did the
video
balloons I
game at
told
all.
you.
It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it.
Yeah.
Peacefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work?
Hey, who's that handsome
I
guy in
suppose
that
it could,
cubicle?
but it would need
Hey,
a
gorgeous.
really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Oh, excuse me. Look at the intro. Oh, excuse me, hiccups. Look at the intro.
This is the story.
It looks the same. Oh.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Get well
What
someday.
could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Stanley felt the bucket calling to him, begging him to pick it up. Why was he not doing it?
Where was the bucket? Oh.
Stanley picked up the bucket. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left. Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers. Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy?
It
It's
does.
as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket. I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies.
Yeah, thank you so
Good for
much
you,
for the
Stanley.
raid!
Don't give in.
Guys, welcome so much to
Don't
the stream.
have-
My name is Sketchy Spectrum. We are playing the Stanley Parable 2 Deluxe Edition. So far, we have unlocked it, and it's now calling itself the Stanley
Over the
Parable
bucket.
2. Welcome
I
so
know
much,
how
guys. It's
hard it
fantastic to
must
have you guys
be,
here. You, what
given
were you
the
playing?
pressure that
Wait,
the
I think it
broom
was
closet is
Yu-Gi-Oh,
putting
right?
on your shoulders right now, but you
We
have
got
to
a
be strong.
bucket. That's
This
all
is
that
your
matters
bucket.
right now,
This
chat.
is your companion
We got a
and
bucket, and
lifelong
nothing's going
friend.
to stop us.
You can't hand it over. Oh no. We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk that it has to resort
Yeah,
to this
screw your
stream
broom
of
closet, it's
petty
my bucket.
insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket? Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons.
Yeah.
But even this is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends.
How dare you?
That
It
your
is my
relationship
bucket, it
is
is my
purely
best
superficial
friend.
and convenient.
How was
that
your,
your life
Yu-Gi-Oh
is
games,
so
you?
banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any
I'm hanging here
inanimate
as much as
object
possible 'cause
which
I got
happened
a
to lay in your
thunderstorm going
path
overhead right
in
now.
an even partially enticing manner. Well, I never. Go on,
No.
Stanley. Lay into it.
You know what?
Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments.
How dare you,
Expand
broom
on
closet?
the wide variety
This is
of
my bucket,
experiences
and
you
my
the
bucket
have
is
shared
my best
together.
friend.
Go through
Huh.
each of them point by point. Share. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
They do exist.
You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You can't
This
buy
game is awesome,
that
isn't
sort
it?
of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried.
I wasn't gonna
I
get it because I was
implore
like,
you to
well,
savor
what could be
each
different
and
between this and the
every
deluxe
moment you'll
edition?
come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Look around.
Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, you know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini stands?
Mini
Stanley
stands?
figs. What about Stanlerines? Yes, I
Ooh,
think I
Stanlerines.
like that. Another Stanlerine under your belt.
Yeah, like I said, I'm a little later than what I normally do, just because I got started later. So
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fined for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. He looked down at the bucket.
Yeah, because I'm the one that's carrying a bucket.
Am I crazy?
Of course I am.
He asked
Yeah,
the
bucket gaming.
The bucket returned his gaze, but said nothing at all.
Bucket.
That's strange, Stanley thought. Usually the bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me in difficult times such as these. He held the bucket close, yet felt none of its familiar reassurance and comfort. And that's when Stanley realized, this isn't my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday bucket. Someone else's bucket, perhaps. How did I end up with someone else's bucket? This is all terribly wrong. Surely no good would come from this. Who knows what sorts of bizarre hallucinations Stanley might experience without the psychologically grounding presence of his bucket.
Where's my bucket?
Indeed. Now he noticed that the rooms were repeating, which was, of course, very odd. And now he felt himself floating off the ground. Oh, gracious. He exclaimed, without my bucket, I've gone truly mad. Where is it? I must find it. Far off in the distance now, he heard it, calling to him.
Stanley! Stanley, it's me! The bucket!
Bucket! I'm coming, baby!
He rushed forward from room
Daddy's
to room,
coming.
passing by one bucket after the next. None of them were his. None of them were his special bucket.
Come to me, Stanley! Find me!
He had to find the bucket. He had to return to his old friend. It was the only way to truly restore his sanity.
Thank you so much for following YouTube as well.
It froze dead
You're absolutely
in his
darling.
tracks.
Appreciate it.
He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from. The real bucket was inside of him all along.
What?
It was incredibly painful. Stanley doubled over in agony and blacked out.
What?
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What just happened? The bucket killed
Mariella
me?
woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security, and walked to her place of work.
I'm sorry this game is crap.
But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town, talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. Right away, she knew what the problem was.
He didn't have his bucket.
This man had no bucket. Of course he'd gone mad, ranting and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions and how everything is predetermined and free will is an illusion and it's all just a video game. It could all have been prevented if only he'd taken his bucket with him.
I'm dying.
Perhaps he didn't
I
even
got tears in my
realize
eyes.
he'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first place.
Oh my god.
How cruel the world
Oh
can be.
my god.
she thought.
Okay.
And she hugged
Sorry.
her own bucket even tighter. But of course, she
Remember,
had no
kids,
time for this.
never lose your bucket.
There were a myriad
How
of
you doing?
confusing
Like my
problems
rainbow,
she
that's
would
what
soon
it is.
have to confront at
Oh my
work,
god, I'm too
for which her
laughing
bucket
so
would
hard.
provide absolute guidance and total clarity on everything.
Oh god.
Heck yes, she thought to herself. My life kicks ass. And she backflipped all the way to work.
Can I see a backflip? Oh. So Stanley Parable 2, yes! Remember, guys,
Stanley decided to
Get
go
well
to the
someday.
meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others, so the thought of total solitude was
What is that
terrifying
one?
to him.
Super don't go outside. Don't play the Stanley Parable for 10 years. Jesus. Wait. Figurine Finders Committee meeting. Meet today in the meeting room. Come here, Bucket.
Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him.
I know, he's my best friend.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his...
Go in
This
here.
was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him,
Didn't it say
telling
the-
him
the
that the
collectible finders were
employee
meeting in the
lounge
break
was
room?
simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the... No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
I think you
Stanley
can
took the
cheat
door on
that
his
achievement
left
for not
to go
playing-
back to the meeting room.
Yeah, you want to adjust the calendar?
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Oh my god, this game.
Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way.
I
But Stanley
I
feared
just saw
that
the
any path he
collectible.
walked
I just saw the
might lead to
collectible.
the separation
Guys,
of himself
no.
and the bucket, his dearest friend. So he threw himself to his death, that they might die in one another's arms.
Oh,
How deeply touching.
that's touching, guys. Me and the chat get together. I know, it's so British here in Cargo Lift.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Bucket?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Meeting room, okay. Oh, there's the bucket.
The confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket.
Look at that hard-working balloon, boys. That's the hardest working balloon ever. Seriously, why are you talking about the
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest.
I saw
This
something.
was not
I saw
the
like a
correct
little
way to the meeting
board
room.
set up.
But Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct?
Hold on, I saw something.
Never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
I saw something.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else.
Ah.
The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
I told you I saw one.
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines. And now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you think,
Figlies
Stanley?
is great.
What name better encapsulates the
do you think,
intrinsic
chat?
sense of
Figlies?
happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
We found another. Whee! I have no idea where I'm at now. Oh, these cassette tapes? What?
Okay, this is day number
Oh.
295. Tape number... I don't even know. I've lost track.
Oh.
Nothing feels real anymore.
That's true, this game never feels real.
The longer I study this bucket, the less sense anything
What is with this
makes.
obsession with the bucket?
The sheer euphoria I feel every time I pick it up. No matter how many times I've done it, it's always the same feeling.
Chat,
And
do
the
you need your own
emptiness in my
empathy bucket?
chest
Who needs an empathy
when I
bucket? Let's
set
go ahead
it
and be
down.
honest.
It doesn't make
I'm gonna make some merch in this
sense.
store called
There's no
Cowboy empathy bucket or
explanation
something.
for it. I still haven't figured out why I see the world so differently when this bucket is in my arms.
I was thinking the office
Why
was
everything feels so...
secretly the headquarters for it could be the way it's acting.
What do I do with this treasure? I can monetize it.
What? That's my job. No, you can't monetize it. I was gonna do it before
Unthinkable
you
the
did.
amounts of money people will pay for even just an hour with the bucket. This
game is
my
amazing. This is a
golden
new one,
ticket.
deluxe edition.
But I have to be careful, because as soon as this gets out, there's going to be a target on my back. Even now, I don't know who might be trying
No
to
one will
get...
take my bucket.
What's that? Who's there?
What the frick? That was weird.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Do you remember how
Perhaps
it
he had
was to
simply missed
get
a
rid of the
memo.
bloom out here?
No matter how
It was like
hard
some kinda,
Stanley
like,
looked,
Easter
he
egg out
couldn't
there,
find a
remember?
trace of his
We need to go to the
co-workers.
meeting room. We need to find this collectible meeting.
Warmth spread through Stanley's arms.
Oh, bucket,
With the
you and
bucket
me.
in his arms again, he was home. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Get all comfy, you? Wait. How can we find them? Bottom text. Maybe that. Oh. What we know, small floating objects have appeared around the office. We have to synergize our resources to ensure their retrieval. There are many agenda. How can you tell if you spotted one? What makes them float in the air? Who took these pictures? Follow clues provided by employee 416. We can do it. Red room? Okay, so remember chat, red room. I know where that's at. I know where red room's at. Thank you. Good luck. Okay, I know where... Trust the completionist instinct. There will be a reward for finding them all. Oh! Nearby a fireplace and somewhere both red and blue. I know where that's at. I know where that's at. That's jumping off the lift.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley
go
and the
that
bucket
way.
walked upstairs to the
I've already gone
boss's
past that.
office.
Fireplace is in the boss's office.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any
What'd it
human
be?
life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos.
What was it?
It would be
2458?
with him always. The bucket would. And he knew it. The two of them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender
They changed the
spiritual
number?
connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845.
Oh no, it's the same. I just can't remember. I had a brain fart.
But Stanley guessed the correct code by... Was it that the bucket
Thanks for the
knew
fart,
all
Ollie.
along? Was
Absolutely
the
appreciate
bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Alright, well, I said there was something behind the fireplace. So where is it? Oh!
You're getting close now, Stanley. You've nearly gotten all of the Figler and Marines. Very soon, you'll collect the last one, and then the first number will equal the second number, and that will be it. We'll be different people by then. Different in the sense that we used to have none of them, and now we have them all.
Woohoo!
You can't go back to when you had no Figler and Marines. None of us can.
Okay. Should I just reset and go the other way? Let's do it so we can go ahead and do the last collectible. It said in the red and blue room. That means I have
All
to
of
jump
his
off the
co-workers
thing.
were gone. What could it mean? Stanley
Wait.
decided to go to the
Oh,
meeting
I thought
room.
I was going the wrong
Perhaps he had
direction.
simply missed a map.
Here,
Stanley
bucket.
picked up the bucket and smiled.
Oh, you're my
He'd
favorite
never
bucket.
be alone again. Not truly
Cat,
alone.
I'm gonna have to
Not
replace you with the bucket.
around. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket
red
turned
and
out
blue
to be
rooms
correct?
up
Well,
here.
never mind.
Jumping off the lift
The
to
bucket was
thing.
wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back
Stop!
to the meeting
That's
room.
what to do. I'm gonna get well someday.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Good.
Said the bucket.
Now
Go
ride
that
the
way.
lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, but Stanley feared that any path he walked might lead to the separation.
I didn't go high enough. Rip, you didn't see that? It totally did not happen. It did not exist.
All of his
I am an
co-workers
MLG
were gone.
Pro.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had the good old bucket. Just Stanley and the bucket. Off on another thrilling
Adventure
adventure together.
time! Wait, am I going to... Okay, that was weird.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No.
Alright, chat, we're about to eat that
Never
last
mind.
collectible.
The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No.
Said the bucket.
Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes.
Yes, go
good.
there.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not
Such a
question why or
demanding
how this
bucket.
bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Somewhere in a red and blue room.
No, stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, "No buckets past this point." Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless...
But he's my
What
best
if
friend!
the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket?
Yeah, what is a
I
bucket,
suppose
chat?
that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it. This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket. Please, step in here for a moment.
I need to go this way! Aw. Shouldn't have brought the bucket. The bucket did this to me. Oh, wait, what?
Now then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios,
Oh,
and
God.
you'll tell me whether or not
Dad,
the thing
let's
I'm
play!
showing you is
Tell
a
me,
bucket.
is this a bucket or
Simple
not?
enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket. Okay, let's begin.
Here we go, chat. First one. Is that a bucket? Should I hit yes, it's a bucket?
Is this a bucket?
Is this a bucket, chat? I'll put the power in your hand. I'm going to answer whatever you tell me. So should I say it's a bucket? Yes, no? Is it a bucket? Is it a bucket? Ooh, ooh, bucket, bucket. I'd like the chat just like go completely and sleep on me. It's not a bucket. Okay, bet. Here we go. No.
Correct. It is
No.
a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
All right. Tell me. Is this a
Item
bucket?
2. Is this a bucket?
Is this a bucket, chat? Is that a bucket?
Correct. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
This game! Oh my god!
Item 3.
Is this a bucket?
Is this a bucket?
All right, chat. Right now, you're 2 for 2. You're 2 for 2. Is this a bucket? Yes. Okay, I got yes.
Correct. This is a bucket.
Woo!
Item 4. Is this a bucket?
All right, guys, is that a bucket? All right, chat, is that a bucket? No, it's not a bucket. Well, we did Millie's answer last time, so let's do Warchel's.
Are you hallucinating? This is a tractor. It's an enormous machine that tills the earth. I thought this was a gimmick. How on earth did you manage to screw it up? Absolutely incredible. Let's just move on to the next one. Is this a bucket? Incorrect. This is
What?
a bucket. Item 6. Is this a bucket?
Well, is this a bucket? Chat, is this a bucket? Yes.
Trick question. Both. Gotcha. Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. Should be around here somewhere. Yes. Thank you. There's nothing here. Of course it isn't a bucket. We both know full well that nothing isn't a bucket. Wait, when I say nothing isn't a bucket, that makes it sound like I'm saying everything is a bucket, which of course is not true. Unless... Is that what you think? Answer me straight, Stanley. Are you trying to tell me that you believe everything is a bucket?
Yes.
You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket? Stanley,
Yes.
I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart. I can't have that. I'm sorry. But I'm going to erase all buckets from the game.
No! Don't take my buckets!
Okay, here we go.
Oh, you took my bucket.
What happened? Is everything gone? Why did
Oh,
everything
everything's a
disappear?
bucket.
Wait,
He took
was
everything.
everything a bucket? Every single thing in the game was a bucket. Oh my God, I had no idea. How could-
This
Except
game is such a
me.
mindfuck.
I'm not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either. Oh, this is wonderful news. We're not buckets. Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what, I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay?
Oh,
And
somebody's
we'll
like, I
know
can't pick up
that
the
it's
bucket.
all
Got
a
it.
bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person?
My
All right,
brain is hurting.
Here we go.
So we can't pick up the bucket this time. What? You stay there.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. It was okay. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Here we go.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else
would have
can be
missed it. We
difficult,
actually found the
but
rocket
the fact
movie
is
streamed
that the
earlier.
story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Yes.
Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door. Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Hold on a second. Let me look this up real quick. So I want to make sure I do this right. Okay. Okay, here we go. Red. Okay, here we go. Found in the room with the red door and blue door, which are located by each other, there is a new door on the right-hand side of the room that will have the figurine in it. I guess I keep doing it wrong.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door. Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution.
Where is it?
Here, let me show you.
Okay, I'm totally confused where it's at.
What do we want? What are we looking for? Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think... No, wait. Where are you going?
Oh, Chad, who drew that? Doesn't look anything like me, though.
Oh, no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
I don't know where the red...
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me. Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing. No! Oh, thank God you lived. You had me worried there for a moment. No, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this? Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that? Yes, perhaps you can. Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about.
I don't know where the heck that other one is.
I know you'll see. You'll see that we can't be happy if we leave this place. You can see that, can't you? No, perhaps not.
What door? There's no doors here. I don't know. Someone Google it real quick for me. I know it's the red room because it was that screenshot was of it.
My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
Here we go! Whee!
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along.
On the part with the blue door.
But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all.
So I should have kept going blue for a bit.
This one is yours.
Got it. So once we complete this portion, we'll go back and try it again. I may just reset it, because I mean, we're so close.
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Yes, okay.
I can't wait to tell this story to my co-workers, Stanley thought. How amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we all just laugh and laugh at the time I thought everyone had gone missing. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. It was okay. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you forgot. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why,
here we go.
I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it.
Oh, here it is.
And there it is.
We did it!
The last Stiggly Wiggly. Savor this moment, Stanley.
Stiggly Wiggly.
This is a real accomplishment. This is doing something just for the sake of doing
Thank you, Gabe.
Where so many people expect to be rewarded for the most trivial achievements, you've insisted that a job well done is its own reward. I would tell you that I'm proud of you for collecting them all, but that would be like a reward, and we can't have that. So, instead I'll just say, it's done.
I gave myself
We're
a
all
round of
done
applause.
here.
Don't have to worry.
And now we can go to whatever the hell you were doing before you hunted for figurines.
Wait.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Well, we got, let's see, what achievements do we have? Let me do the quit the game and bring it back up. We'll just get that achievement done. And also, by the way, guys, you missed it. They were actually reading their own bad reviews from the first game, which was absolutely hilarious. Jeez, is the weather getting that bad? All I hear right now is just like wind. Oh, current time? Oh, wait, we're right at it. 12:26. Hang on. Before we get started, can I say something? Thank you for actually setting the clock both times you booted up the game. A lot of people don't take that step seriously. They just leave the clock set at 12 and call it a day. But you've actually taken the time to set the clock, and I appreciate that. That's how I know you care about this experience. You're paying attention. I don't even have a way of knowing if the times you're setting are correct. Tell you what, I'll make a deal. Since you're being so cooperative, the next time you boot the game up and see this screen, just set the clock to your favorite time. Go ahead, pick whichever time you want. Even if it's not the correct time, you've earned it. Alright, I'll get you back to the game now. Do I reboot the game and do it then? I'm gonna do it. Good God. Chat, hold on one quick second. I need to figure out what the hell's going on outside. Like, it's really nasty sounding outside. That hail? Cause like something's like pelting my window like mad. Good God. Let me see. Let me pull up the cameras real quick. I'll actually show you guys. Let's see. Here's what I see right now. That's how much rain. Let's see. Let's take a look at another one. This wasn't showed as bad, but I can like feel like slammed against my window. It's weird. All right, close up the things. Okay, here we go. Let's go back to it. Put it at your time again. Okay. Followed by Crows, Crows, Crows. Written by Davey Rendon. Yeah, guys, if it gets a little bit worse than what it is now, I may end a little early. 12:28, your favorite time of day. Or you could simply not reserve to give me the correct time again. After all, I know how much you enjoy setting time correctly. Out of curiosity, how accurate is 12:28? Let's use another slider to find out. You know, can I just say, regardless of the accuracy of the clock, I'm having a great time adjusting these settings. I feel like I'm actually learning more about you and how you like things to be set. It's good to collect data. I wish I had more sliders, but we've gone through all the sliders I have. Perhaps I'll convince some new sliders to gain more data on you. Shouldn't be too hard. Let me whip up a few new ones. Should be ready next time you boot the game up. Chat, why is it doing this to me? God. It's making me reboot the game over and over and over again. So the dog and cat are friends. Aww. Please adjust the slider until the number 5 becomes 9. Please adjust the slider until you stop adjusting the slider. Which of these two made-up words below is appealing to you? Scrumtush, because it sounds dirty. Is the time it is right now the correct time? Yes. What time is it anyway? Yes. Help. Okay. Yes. I'm getting freaked out, chat. That's getting kind of freaky. Does anyone really truly know? Of course they don't. No one knows anything. You and I don't even know each other. We're like strangers. Sure, I've adjusted all the game's settings to your exact specifications, but who has it? It's just what I do, like a day job. And now the job is over. There is no more information for me to gather. I've collected all the data I can on you. And I still really don't know you, and you don't know me. And neither of us know what time it is. I guess some settings are just unsettable. But if I'm being totally honest, the clock doesn't do anything in the game anyways. Well, thanks. You won't have me here the next time the game starts. Next time, but that's okay. Video games are meant to be played alone. You like being alone, don't you? That's maybe the only information I really learned about you. Well, it's time for me to leave. There's still one more setting we need to adjust, but it may take a little time before I'm ready for that. It's not really in my job description, but that's okay. Perhaps you'll see me again if you can find me. Talk soon. Can I try it one more time? No, he's not there anymore. So what is the chances? Just random now and finding him again? No, he didn't come back. I'll do it one more time and we'll see what happens. What is going on? This game is so weird. You might be right. Maybe it's the settings menu. I don't see him. Huh. What?
Stanley, I'm sorry, but I have to put a pause on things. It's just...
Oh?
It's those figurines. Those figglers. I haven't
Yeah, it was
stopped
always
thinking
the data.
about them since you nabbed every last one. Wasn't it just the most intrinsically fulfilling moment of your entire life?
Yes, it
Didn't
was.
it fill you to the brim with inner richness? Yes, I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone?
Let's go!
I would love nothing more than to revisit the figurines. Just one more time.
Now remembering when Stanley found the collectibles. Welcome to the memory zone. 2013, when the Stanley Parable was released. Oh wait, it's got a whole different area. You can't go this way anymore.
Here's where it all began. The first collectible. Back then, we had
Find
no
it.
idea of how
Oh.
many of them we'd find. Sure, it said 6 right there on the screen, but how could we know for certain? We were so innocent. We'll never be like that again, Stanley.
No, we never will be, my friend. Wait, what? How? What? We got 7 of 6 now.
And here was a second Stanlerine. You found this one all on your own, just by poking around in the boss's bathroom. You did that, Stanley. I'll be honest. Back then, I had no faith in you to find any of them, let alone 6. But you continue to surprise me in all sorts of
I'm
mundane,
getting really confused
unremarkable
because we're about to
ways.
have more than 6. 8 of 6.
Okay, let's do a little quiz. Which of these rooms was the room you found your third mini Stan? Can you remember?
Where's the stairs?
Hey, that's exactly right. It was here, under the stairs. It was the third one. You picked it up, and then
No, I
after
actually
that,
don't have
you had
Instagram.
3
It's
of
the only
them.
thing I never did
I'm
do.
glad these moments are so crystal clear in your memory, but I shouldn't be surprised. After all, science tells us that it's impossible to forget your third time doing anything.
Yeah. Yeah, I only have Twitter, and
Let's see, what
the
came
Twitch and
next?
YouTube.
Oh yes, we found a Figley in this pink room.
We did?
Oh, well, I can't actually say I remember being in this room, but it's here in the memory zone, so it must have happened.
We're gonna wind
This
up
was
next.
the 5th mini Stan, and this one was really something special. It was behind the boss's office. I remember it so clearly. In fact, because this one is particularly special to me, I made a little video to commemorate
Uh-oh.
the occasion. Enjoy.
Oh God, here we go. Oh my God, it's like Windows Movie Maker. It is Windows Movie Maker. Oh my God, it's Windows Movie Maker. We got clip art too. Hydrate, gotcha. yeah, that's all the drink I got too. I'm gonna go and grab some more. The narrative. That's by starring Stanley.
Takes you back, doesn't it? I spent a lot of time making that video, but it was 8 minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything else. And then, Stanley, then we came to the last collectible, the final figurine, right here by the red and blue doors. This memory is the most distinct and clear in my mind, perhaps because it was the one that happened more recently than all the others.
Yeah, but that pink room
Who
didn't
can
happen.
truly say how the mind works? All I know is that this is the moment where you picked up a Figley and I thought to myself, yes, that's all of them. They're all collected. It was a moment unlike any other. Except for the other moments picking up figurines, which it was exactly like.
Not this guy. Oh, they go the same way. You are in the present.
And then
What?
there was no more. Because we've caught up to the present moment. Nothing left to do but move onward into the future. Goodbye, Memory Zone.
Oh.
No, I'm not done. I'm not ready to move on. Stop the loading screen.
Ah,
Isn't there
it
some way
went
we can
back!
stay here, keep enjoying these figurines? Let's just go backwards. We'll do the memory zone again from the opposite direction.
come
See how that
on.
feels.
Narrator.
Okay, yes, the room with the red and blue doors. I remember this. I must say, of all the figurines we looked at in our initial tour of the memory zone, this one is the most distinct and clear in my mind. Let's keep going, I want more. And here's where I made that video. Don't you remember the video we watched?
No, my God!
Yes, I love that video.
Oh my God! Wait, there's a clip in the ground there. God help! I can't take this game much longer.
Still don't remember the pink room, Stanley. Still no memory of this one. Good room, though. A solid room. These really were a treat to hunt down. You know, if there had been any kind of reward for finding all of these, it really would have muted the intrinsic joy of collecting them. I'm very glad we resisted the temptation. Next one.
Oh dear God, this game is insanity. I just want to see if this went anywhere.
This was our second Figley. Don't you remember? Yes, I remember it too. The past is truly a wonderful thing. Why does anyone ever choose to leave it? Keep going. This is it. The very first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the figurines. Oh, I want more memories, Stanley. I want to keep going. What else is there? What came before this?
Oh God, the exhibit room. Collectibles, too. Pink is a fine color.
Look, it's the terrible new content that we were originally sold on. I remember hating it back then, but time does put a rosy filter on everything. In fact, I dare say I'm actually quite fond of it now. Look how much fun the past is. I want more memories. Oh, yes, the two doors. Who could have forgotten that?
Uh-oh.
A classic memory, this one. And before everything else, there was your office.
Yep.
Is there anything else? Was there something that came before your office? There's something I feel I can remember. I can remember.
Wait, what? Okay.
Yes, I'm remembering something now.
Oh.
I remember before this whole story got started. Back then I was different. I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness. And then, somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions.
Oh?
I became lazy. And I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me. He would make the decisions. He would decide which way to go. I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason. Why did I invent Stanley? Was I lonely? Yes, perhaps that's it. Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companionship. And Stanley really did make for a wonderful companion, even if he was a fiction. But I suppose it's grown old. I want to think for myself again. I want to go back to how it used to be. Yes, I can be on my own again. I can do it. I'll be stronger this time. I'll take care of myself. I don't need Stanley anymore. Oh, but he truly was so much fun to play with. You know what? Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good memory?
Sure.
Let's go back just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good. I did enjoy telling his story so very much. Okay, here we go. This is the story of a man named Stanley. This is the story. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I wasn't there before. Wait, now that we did this, I'm gonna go back and see if we can actually get the, we got epilogue now? Oh, God. Alright, we'll launch epilogue. Or should I save that for tomorrow? Let me see if our friend's back. Yep, I think that's what we'll do. We'll probably save, the epilogue for tomorrow. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. I'll save that for tomorrow, and then that way I can go ahead and get ready for bed, guys, because it is getting kind of late though. Let's see who we can actually go say hi tonight to. I'm trying to pull up the listing. Cowboy Club.
Oh my god, that.
We got Shy online, so let's go say hi to Shy. Guys, thanks so much for tuning in. I absolutely love you guys. You've been a fantastic audience. Thank you so much. We will finish up the game a little bit more tomorrow. Let's go say hi to Shy, who is also a member of the Catboy Club. Guys, thanks so much for tuning in. Get in there, drop some love, tell them they're beautiful. Have a fantastic evening, guys. I will see you tomorrow, and take care.
Stick